It must be almost February because there is so much Nintendo Direct Palooza happening right now. So many rumors, so many fake leak lists, 7 first-party games, all this stuff being rumored. And now we have to talk about the biggest rumor rumbling through the internet and causing some shockwaves right now. So good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm nothing but smiles today, and I think this is going to be an interesting talk, and it really sets the stage for February and how we're going to have to prepare for what Nintendo is about to bring. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hit that like button if you enjoy these videos, if you're excited for February Direct, because, oh, it's coming. It is coming. Every time you hit that like button, it helps support me and the channel, and I heard brings you good luck, so why not try it out? Now, let's jump right into the rumor that is just the biggest thing right now. Nintendo Direct. We know it's February. We recently saw the eShop IDs updated for Tears of the Kingdom and Advance Wars, letting us know Nintendo is getting ready. Somebody, an intern or somebody, accidentally posted a video with audio that says Nintendo Switch game vouchers are coming back. That always happens with direct type announcements, and those are really cool, by the way. $100 for 2, so you're getting 2 Switch games for 100 instead of 120, and they're good for 2 years. It would be a good thing if those were back, but basically, like, everything is just getting ready. It's direct season. It's February. It's a Wednesday. It's not a Wednesday because this morning we had a really interesting rumor pop up on Reddit, specifically the Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit. Now, they take things pretty seriously there, okay? When the mod team posts a rumor, they feel great about it. They know that it is legitimate. They believe in the sources. They vetted it sometimes themselves. And you can't just, they don't just post anybody's rumor. Like, you know, we cover things from sort of all areas of the internet, but the Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit, when the mods post it, that's like, you can lick that up. It's got to be delicious. So they posted this morning that a news source has told them February 7th is the Nintendo Direct date, February 7th. And they also told them that they have proof there is no new Nintendo Switch console this year, and that Nintendo is just starting to approach and heavily work with Chinese manufacturers on whatever is coming next hardware-wise. Now, the Reddit mods said, hey, this seems legit. They said they're a little bit unsure because it's a new person, but they have seen their info and it seems legit. And so everyone kind of ran wild. Videos were made. People were excited. I was very suspicious. First off, this date, February 7th, ain't a Wednesday. It's a Tuesday. And Nintendo always uses Wednesdays for their February Directs. Be very odd to randomly switch to a Tuesday, especially because the Tuesday in question is the day that Nintendo is holding a shareholders meeting for the first time this year. Nintendo does these meetings and they take investor calls and they do all sorts of updates, sales and stats. They usually have their directs after said call. In fact, the last 2 years, it's been 1 and 2 weeks after the investor call, not the same darn day, which is a bit odd. So that caught me off guard. Tuesday, and same as the investor call. You got to remember there's also time zone differences. So the 7th for us, Japan, I think that's already a different day. It really seemed odd. And then the whole thing about no new Nintendo hardware, you know me. I'm team Nintendo has a variant release, a new model this year. So that just rubbed me the wrong way. And guess what? My SwitchForce Spidey sense was correct because just now, the Reddit mods updated the thread. All right, so here's the latest of what's going down. The Reddit mods said, we have skepticism about this leak, and so we've taken it down. And they go into extreme detail, including some of the things I just mentioned, about how unlikely it is that Nintendo would do a February Direct on a Tuesday, on the day of the investor call. It don't make sense. Now, they say that the source would have been awesome to have, that this Reddit thread would have loved to have, this Reddit forum would have loved to have this source because it would have been great going forward, but they don't buy it because apparently the source was close with an employee from a company that works closely with Nintendo on games. And their proof was that they asked the employee if there would be a direct on February 7th, and the employee wrote back, confirmed. That was their proof. So I mean, they probably also proved that the employee is who the employee is, like not just like, oh, guess what? My friend Dan over at ND Cube said that Direct confirmed. Like, they probably had some more proof that the mods are not posting, but it was just an employee saying confirmed. It wasn't, like a still shot. It wasn't a trailer. It wasn't anything really detailed. It was just confirmed. And again, the Reddit mods say, this would be very valuable if someone was able to get this right. It would be great for the subreddit and all of that, but they just don't buy it. They're trying to talk to the source and see if they have more proof for their claims, but right now, no go. And I think that is the right thing to do, and I think instead we should look towards the following week for the Direct. I think February 15th feels like the right time, and if you want to mark it down that Zach from SwitchForce says February 15th, be my guest. I suppose it could also be February 8th, because that technically would be a Wednesday, and it would be after the investor call, but the 15th feels better to me. Now, I guess they could go bananas and just have it be tomorrow, but then it would be a mini. They haven't announced anything. They give us these 48-hour lead-ups, and so February 1st is kind of out of the question for tomorrow. That leaves you with the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd. Now, the 22nd is pretty late in the month. They have used later in February in the past, but it really feels like it's between the 8th and the 15th, and I don't know. My spidey sense says the 15th. I don't have any proof. No employees have told me confirmed or anything like that. But it feels like that would be the time for Nintendo. So we went from a Nintendo Direct next week on a Tuesday, but hype, let's go, plus no hardware the rest of the year confirmed, to all of a sudden, okay, we're back in the who knows zone. And this is the way it works with Nintendo stuff, where you got to be really careful with every rumor. You got to be really careful with any leak, because more than any other company, maybe in any industry, Nintendo leaks are gold. If you have a good Nintendo leak, people will pay. And if you have a really sounding good Nintendo leak, then they will be chomping at the bit. This was a good sounding one, but I think the reason it clicked was because there was the part about like, oh, there's no new hardware. It wasn't saying, oh my goodness, we're having, Mario Odyssey 2 and Mario Kart 9, and some of these leaks just get so out of hand where you're like, they're gonna announce 7 first-party games at the next Nintendo Direct. There is no way that happens. But this one was smart because there was sort of a yin and a yang. If you want to make a fake Nintendo leak, you gotta have your yang. I think that's really a crucial piece of the puzzle to keep things grounded, to keep things realistic, and to keep people buying in. But I didn't buy into this from the beginning, and now I wouldn't say it's case closed, because they're still reaching out to the source to try and get some more proof. But it does seem like, based on the fact this is a new source, they don't have a record, the proof is a little shaky. None of it makes a lot of logical sense. None of it makes a lot of pattern historical sense. I think it's about as good as sealed that there is no Direct on February 7th, and it will instead be the 8th, or like I'm predicting, the 15th. What will they show? That's a conversation for another day. But we do have another piece of this. People are kind of worked up about it. All right, some people are really apologizing about the fact that they put their mod belief and credence behind this rumor. Some people are upset that it got them hyped and didn't, but I just want to go on record and say that I love all of this stuff. Even if it turns out to not be true, look how much fun we get to have as Nintendo fans, as Switch owners, of just sorting through this stuff, feeling the highs and the lows, getting excited, digging deeper, researching, investigating, learning. Like, I would say that even though maybe 8 out of 10 times the rumor ends up not being at least totally true, there is a joy to this process. And I think that sometimes in life, the end result isn't always the goal. I was a kid who only wanted to bike places that were exciting because I was destination, not the journey. And I think the Nintendo journey actually is remarkable. I think the community-based excitement that we feel around Direct Season is actually something to be championed. And I've said it before, like, I don't think people should be busted up for getting excited about Nintendo Directs. I think it should be applauded. I think it should be enjoyed. It boosts our days. It builds our mood. It gets us excited. We got something to look forward to. And, we have a lot of conversation. People make friendships. People make connection. People feel good. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm happy to be here to sort of sort through some of these rumors and prove the ones wrong that I can prove wrong and give credit to the ones that seem legit. But I think the entire process, I think it's worth it. And I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. So even though there will not be a Direct on February 7th, this was still a cool part of my week. I hope it was a cool part of yours, and I hope that as the Direct approaches, we hit February and we get closer and closer to one of those wacky Wednesdays, you start to really think about the games that'll be there. The Zelda Tears trailer that you're going to witness. If Advance Wars will drop, will there be an NSO update? Perhaps Donkey Kong finally bounces to Switch with his original title. Maybe Nintendo has a new IP, and perhaps 1-2 SwitchForce game finally actually is horrifyingly revealed. Either way though, enjoy the percolating thoughts. Enjoy the hype. Get pumped that a Reddit post made you pump your fist, because it's good to feel stuff, especially if it's positive stuff. I don't know. I love this, and I hope a lot of you feel similar and love this season, love Nintendo Direct time and excitement and hype and hope and being proven wrong, but still just waiting for another wacky Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're all doing well. Love you a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until Wednesday, which is tomorrow, thanks again. SwitchForce out.